Do not forsake me, oh my darling, on this our wedding day. So we know that tonight the vicious bank robbers are going to attempt to attack the bank, which is the building with the red wall facing you. Clever old Marshal Bass Reeves spotted that. If you watch the last YouTube Wild West thing, you'll see that. He spotted it using his intelligence. So he had a word with Wild Bill Hickok and his deputy, Tex Tucker, and they've hatched a cunning plan. Now, if you were playing this game with a friend, you'd be doing all this off somewhere secretly. You wouldn't tell them what you'd be doing. For Wild Bill to hide, he wants to hide in an alleyway between the sheriff's office and the jail. He has 4 intelligence dice, so I need him to score nice and high. Ooh. So if you trust me, that's a 5, that's a 3, that's a 2, that's a 6. So I've got 16. Okay. The villains of the piece, because they're not being played by real wargamers or players, they get 3 dice. So look what they've got. Right. So his ability to hide is 16. And their ability to find him is only 5. That's a difference of 11. Now they're only going to get to throw 1 dice to spot him. So they ain't going to find him, which means he can hide. So I'm going to put some barrels here in this general vicinity. Yeah. And that's just to signify that Wild Bill can cleverly pop himself in there and they don't know he's done it. The deputy is in the jail and you can see the barred window. That's just out the back there of the sheriff's office. And he's in there with a rifle in case the robbers attack from the rear. Don't think that's illogical, is it? Bass Reeves himself, if you look under the of the silver dollar sign, you can see where he is hoping to secrete himself. And again, he has 4d6 for this maneuver, and he's got 12. Okay. What are the odds of any of them spotting him? A lot. Okay. He realizes they're going to spot him. He doesn't get caught in the act or anything. He just knows. So he's going to stand there, nonchalantly puffing on a cheroot, but he knows perfectly well that they've spotted him. There's nowhere for him to hide, really. So it's now time to play it out. And if you're doing this as a game, and there were lots of players, every player would have had their own dice, they'd have had their own opportunities. You know, somebody might have seen Bass, but one of the other bank robbers might not. You might have told him. You might not have liked him. You might not have told him. You might have deliberately told him to walk that way. So Bass shot him in the ear hole. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in your bedrooms, lives, war games, clubs and worlds. I'll say again, subscribe to this if you like the garbled nonsense I spout. Equally, if you want to pinch any bit, even if it's only one line of these rules or one idea, help yourself. Just pinch them. There's no copyright. There's no nothing. So, first of all, the robber's plan, and I'm doing this because I said I would, was to start a diversion. And they're going to start the diversion inside the silver dollar. And if you remember, or I'll tell you if you don't, there's 2 of them. And they signed in at the silver dollar, but they gave themselves away. because there were wanted posters of them on the sheriff's wall. And they know who they are. So suddenly they are now hiding in the silver dollar, poking their guns out of the door and that window. I'll wave. Okay. It's the first thing that happens. I'm still watching. Nothing happens because there's nobody making any aggressive moves at the moment. So what's going to happen now is a hidden bank robber who's been hiding there in a shack all day is now going to make an appearance. Okay. And he thinks, no, so it's a bit quiet, something's got to happen. Now, everything in my game, our game, your game, whatever game, has to be based on 2d6. So I'm going to move. I've got 2d6. So I could throw 2d6 and move them. I could move 5. Or I could throw 1d6 and have a shot. But I've got nothing to shoot at. I have to say before I throw them, I'm not going to re-throw them because that's what I threw. So you can't sort of go, oh, that's not a very good move. All right, I'll have a shot instead. Now, let's do it properly. There's a man here. There he is. And he wants to come out of that building and come to the corner of the silver dollar. Oh, 11, that's great. Probably more than he needed, but he's committed himself now. And he has to move. It's only 9. But that's what he said he was doing. That's what he has to do. And if he'd only thrown 3, he'd have ended up in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Now, still nothing. He runs across there. He thinks he's fine, doesn't he? Everything's dinky-do as far as he's concerned. But what he doesn't know, we've got Wild Bill Hickok's consecrated behind them barrels. Now, Wild Bill is a celebrated gunfighter. And he hits on 5s. Left or right hand, because he's amphibious. So that don't matter. He's not bothered. It's the range that will be an issue for him, because the range is short range 0 to 2, medium range 3 to 4, long range 5 to 6. Now that's 7. So he's out of range. Wild Bill know that. You know, he's not an idiot. He's a gunfighter. There's no point shooting at him. So now the bank robbers, what are they going to do? Okay, they've made the first move. They've set up the diversion. He's got himself in place, and as far as he's aware, everything's fine. So now there's going to be a sudden charge out of the desert by the man who spent all day out there hiding in the desert sun, and he's just thrown a 5. There you go. So he comes running in, just in case you doubt it, he's there. But now he puts himself very much in the line of fire of him. What you can do with this game, if you're playing it with a mate, is you could throw, everyone has, you could say, let's call it like used to in Dungeons and Dragons, dexterity. And again, you throw 3d6 and that's your dexterity. Highest goes first and so on. And you can give your main characters 4d6 or a bonus or whatever. So let's cry. We're going to have a shot now out of that window on that deputy. That's only 7 away. That's Tex Tucker. I do, I've got my Rangers as 7, 14 and 21. I'm not worried about sort of scale, whether that's realistic. That's what they're firing. Because my table's only 3 by 4, so I don't want to be able to kill everybody. So yeah, so 7 would be short range. They've got to hit on 2d6, got to equal 7. Remember, at short range that would get a bonus of 1, so it'd have to be a 6. This is for normal range, so if that is 7, it is 7 to 14. That's normal range. I've got 2d6 and I need a 7. If I get a double, he has to reload. So you don't have to keep a record of everyone shooting. Oh, no. I've missed him and he has to reload. Oh, nuts. That's harsh. That wasn't what I was expecting. Now he knows somebody's just took a shot at him. Oh, this is all going belly up. I'm having a tragedy of consequences here. So I'm going to put a little micro dice there near the deputy. So we know he's got to reload before he does anything else. Rat bags. Oh. Now, he's had his 2 dice. I've got 2 guys in the saloon who haven't done anything, and Bass Reeves hasn't done anything. Bass is the shot. You can't see anything that it might be. So I think Bass is going to run across the road between the sheriff's office and the jail. Do you remember? I must have, if you ever watched these YouTube things of mine, I did say once upon a time, take a bet on when I'm going to knock the camera over. Good grief. But, more fool you, because I've got Parkinson's. So I'm allowed to do that. There you go. You didn't think there were a bonus, did you, to being poily? So, yeah, I'm just going to run across the road now. So the other thing about filming, you can't edit them because it's a proper game. I'm actually playing it. It's like, I'll start again. You don't do that, do you? Somebody knocks coffee all over your army, you don't mop it up and say, oh no, avoid result, we'll start again. What did I get? 9. 9's plenty, right? I'll bob him over here. There we go. I said he was going to run between there. That's where he's gone. Now, those 2 chaps in the saloon are still doing what they thought they were going to do. I mean, they might have seen Bass Reeves run across there, but the gunshot's gone off now, so it's, you know, it's all up for grabs, isn't it? So let's go back to, let's call that the end of the move, because they still don't know Wild Bill Hickok's there. So, what's that lad going to do who's running to the back of the bank? He knows he's been shot at. He knows where from. But his official job is to blow the back door on the bank. But does he really want to be carrying a bag of gunpowder and getting into a gunfight? Not sure he does at the moment. So, what he's going to do, he's going to sacrifice 1 dice of his 2. He gets 2, remember, to put the bag down. No, he's going to run to the back of the bank. No, he's going to run like hell to the corner of the bank. No, he's not. He's going to run 4 to there. He saunters to the back of the bank. Oh dear. Right. So we'll look back over here now. All right, this is easy. Before I do anything else, before I hurt my brain, I'm going to reload the deputy who's over there. Easy peasy. Okay, they don't think of anything to worry about. They're waiting for the chap to pop the back of the bank. They don't really need to cause a diversion until the bank's blown. I suppose, did they see Bass Reeves run across there because it's night time? Okay, well, there's only one way to find out, isn't it? They're going to see if they saw Bass. 10, 14. If Bass is higher, I'd help. Bass gets an extra dice. 14, Bass got 18. Difference of 4. They have got to get 4 or more, otherwise they don't see him. Oh, they do see him. They see him. They know Bass is around that corner. Okay, so there is you can take a snapshot. All the different types of shot, I haven't written them down. You can make your own up, and then if people start to take bonuses for them, you can add them in, can't you? All right, I think, yeah, let's try and close in on bass. So one of the guys in the silver dollar is going to rush across the road towards Bass Reeves. Oh, that's a good run. I'm measuring it, but I know that's all right. He comes out the door, across there, ready to confront Bass Reeves. Ah, he's still waiting, he's still waiting. He's had a turn, he's had a reload. What's Bass gonna do? Bass historically has been quite brave with his shotgun. So I think what Bass is going to do is this. Baff. He's going to stand in front of him with a double-barreled shotgun. So a shotgun, he hits on short range, which is what that is. He hits on a 5. Yep, he definitely hits him. Got 8. Injury, it goes 6. And then it's 6 -1, 6 -2, depending on range. So at that range, that guy takes as many hits as I get on this D6. 2. Boom. So I pop him. We have now a look at something we'll talk about perhaps another time, but our injury chart, which I've got here. So it's just something we made up. Oh, get away, you'll say. So we wrote down D20, all the different parts of the body that you can be hitting. I'll do a YouTube thing on this so you can copy it. But for the moment, we'll just play the game. So, okay. And then you throw a D20. That bloke has been hit in the 5s and in the 1s. The 5s are elbow or knee. So elbow is 1 to 4. That's a 5, which is the knee. So he's been hitting the knee and the foot. That makes a bit of sense, doesn't it? Now, the next D20 is for damage. So this is on the foot. That's a 12. And on the chart, it says 12. Deep wound, cannot move, needs aid from a colleague before the game ends or he bleeds to death. So I'm going to test the other injury because it might be worse, in which case no point worrying about it. And this is his other injury. Oh, 10. There we go. And the 10 says the wound debilitates him for a random D6. But we know he's already debilitated and bleeding out for the rest of the game. And at the end of the game, if he's still here, we've now got somebody to stick in jail and send to trial. And that is a very, very quick look at the book. So it's just all the injuries written down from 1 to 20, and sort of they're light or irrelevant for the first third, and then they're a bit more serious but survivable for the second third, and then the last third are seriously not very nice. So Bass, boom, blasted him, but now, because it's a shotgun, he does have to reload. So I'll put that next to Bass. Oh, okay. Right. Now that sort of, I think that's going to wake up the guys in the saloon. So there's one in the silver dollar. He's going to take a shot at Bass. Oh, no, he's not, because he's got a pistol. That's going to be their downfall. all of the robbers have only got pistols. Okay, I don't know what to do now. Run at Bass. I've got 2 men who can run at him. As far as they're concerned, they're not going to get him. I don't know how brave they are. I can find out how brave they are by throwing the D6s. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, this is how brave they are. Oh, not very. 7. This is how brave they would need to be to rush bass. 8. Ooh, it's close. Now, if I throw a 1, they can't do it, because the difference between 7 and 8 is 1. So if I throw a 1, they won't do it. Anything else, they come tear around me. Out of there. Right, here they go. So, they might as well run 2 dice, because 1 dice isn't going to get them close enough. First guy comes out the door, he goes 7. Oh, he could crash into bass. He's going to do that. He crashes into him for a melee attack. He goes 6. He's a bit more circumspect. He only goes to there. Okay. Brawling. Brawling, because neither of them have got any special abilities at brawling, it's just going to be who's got the best D6, to be honest. So I'll say bass is the red one, the robber is the white one. The robber wins. So, on the damage chart, as well as the injuries that I showed you from a D20 from gunshots, we have a similar thing, but that's based on just D10s. So if I show you that like that, so he wins. So the loser throws a D10. So it's his bass, and he got a 7. He's knocked out. Oh. So I think he must have hit him on the side of his head with his pistol. Bosh. Bass falls in a crumpled heap over there. Oh no, what's happened? Wow. Wow, this hasn't gone with the way I planned it, and it's my oh dear. Right. Wild Bill and the deputy. Everyone's gone. This lad behind he's gone, hasn't he? Deputy reloaded. All right. Wild Bill is going to step out now, and Wild Bill is going to do something. Yeah, I know what he's going to do. See, if he was in a position, he could almost stand in the middle, and he could throw a D6 for each gun and empty them, and he could fire at 2 different men because he's ambidextrous. But I said it was more like a Clint Eastwood film than a war game. But you have to move to get in range. So I'm going to move 1 D6, break cover, and appear here behind this lad, and then I'm going to empty a quick shot. Bang, 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 bang. It's like a fan fire. Oh no! He only gets to move 1. Oh, what a rotten, stupid game. I wish I'd not bought these rules. Right, he gets to there. That's 3 away. I'm going to do fanfire. I said I did. So I throw a D6, because all 6 bullets, and he fires 5 of them. So he's going to go bang, 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 bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 away. He's medium range. He fires the same with each hand. He needs, well, not a 5 or 6. It's 3 to 4 medium range. So 1 to 4 is a hit. So he shoots him in the back. In effect, that's a miss. 1. No, it's not. 5 and 6 are misses. That was a 1. I think you'll find. That's a miss. That's a miss. So he hits him 3 times. We'll go to the trusty damage. I'll not bother showing it this time, but I'll do a proper thingy of it. So let's have a look what we got. First one, 20. Up through the back of his head, and it comes out of his mouth. Puff, it's gone. Ag. Now I'm going to, at this point, make the baddies run away, because I think you've seen it for that. Leave a comment if you'd like to see another one. That's the plan, isn't it? Okay, I'll see you at high noon. Ta-ra, Chucks.